لا إله إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله، ما لنا رب سواه. لا إله إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله، ما لنا رب سواه. ربنا رب القلوب وهو علام الغيوب، في الشروق وفي الغروب نوره يهدي العصا. ربنا رب القلوب وهو علام الغيوب، في الشروق وفي الغروب نوره يهدي العصا. ربنا الهادي الودود، فضله ملء الوجود، عفوه خير وجود، فارتجي دوما رضا. ربنا الهادي الودود، فضله ملء الوجود، عفوه خير وجود، فارتجي دوما رضا. فارتجي دوما رضا. لا إله إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله، ما لنا رب سواه. إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله، ما لنا رب سواه. ربنا الحي الرقيب يقبل العبد المنيب، فهو رحمن مجيب للدعاء ومن دعاه. ربنا الحي الرقيب يقبل العبد المنيب، فهو رحمن مجيب للدعاء ومن دعاه. ربنا الهادي الودود، فضله ملء الوجود، عفوه خير وجود، فارتجي دوما رضا. ربنا الهادي الودود، فضله ملء الوجود، عفوه خير وجود، فارتجي دوما رضا. فارتجي دوما رضا. لا إله إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله، ما لنا رب سواه. لا إله إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله، ما لنا رب سواه. لا إله إلا إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى ربنا رب القلوب وهو علام الغيوب في الشروق وفي الغروب نوره يهدي العصا ربنا رب القلوب وهو علام الغيوب في الشروق وفي الغروب نوره يهدي العصا ربنا الهادي الودود فضله ملء الوجود عفوه خير وجود فارتجي دوما رضا ربنا الهادي الودود فضله ملء الوجود عفوه خير وجود فارتجي دوما رضا فارتجي دوما رضا لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى ربنا الحي الرقيب يقبل العبد المنيب فهو رحمن مجيب للدعاء ومن دعاه ربنا الحي الرقيب يقبل العبد المنيب فهو رحمن مجيب للدعاء ومن دعاه ربنا الهادي الودود فضله ملء الوجود عفوه خير وجود فارتجي دوما رضا ربنا الهادي الودود عفوه خير وجود فارتجي دوما رضاه فارتجي دوما رضاه لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى لا إله
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. On behalf of the governing body, the principal and the staff of Al-Falaq College, we would like to welcome both our parents and our learners to our 2020 Virtual Awards evening. This year, our parents, staff and children entered a period of uncertainty and challenges we never expected to face. This evening, we would like to be able to look back over the year and reflect on just how much our children have achieved despite the uncertainty and challenges. It is customary that at the end of the academic year, we recognize and honor those learners who excelled in the various learning areas. This evening's awards ceremony acknowledges the commitment, dedication, and hard work of our learners towards achieving academic excellence in this unusual year of challenges. Tonight, it is with great pleasure that we present to you our 2020 awardees. Parents, take a moment to include yourselves in their accolades and give yourself a pat on the back, as this honor also includes your contribution to your child's success. Our Masters of Ceremony for this evening are from grade 11, and they are Muhammad Rashid and Najiha Tar. Thank you.
As is customary, we begin with the glorious words of the Quran. Hafiz Abdurrahman Kaka from grade 9A will perform a qiraat from Surah Al-Nur.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله نور السماوات والأرض، مثل نوره كمشكاة فيها مصباح، المصباح في زجاجة، الزجاجة كأنها كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية، يكاد زيتها يضيء ولو لم تمسسه نار، نور على نور، يهدي الله لنوره من يشاء، ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس، والله بكل شيء عليم. في بيوت أذن الله أن ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه يسبح له فيها بالغدو والآصال، رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة، يخافون يوما تتقلب فيه القلوب والأبصار. صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah for this beautiful presentation by Hafiz Abdur Rahman.
Al-Falah College is deeply indebted to the founding fathers, some of them who are still active members of the board. The board plays a very crucial role in the running of the institution. To represent the board at this evening's function, we have Mr. Mohammed Mehta. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to ask Mr. Mehta to address us.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our cherisher, nourisher and sustainer. And salutations upon our beloved Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The year 2020 will remain etched in our minds for decades to come, and many will reflect on the year with different emotions. The globe is overcome with extraordinary challenges related to health, economy, education, social and spiritual life. Allah, through His power, stopped us in our tracks into a lockdown followed by social distancing and wearing of masks. Through His power in controlling a virus invisible to the human eye, He disrupted all the bounties that many of us took for granted. It was and still is a time for reflection and an opportunity for us to reset our compass to the Akhirah. We place on record our heartfelt appreciation to the parents for your ongoing support, understanding and commitment. We are fully aware of the many financial challenges that existed prior to the pandemic, which were further amplified by the lockdown. The independent school sector has also been affected to a major extent, with some schools even closing their doors. We thank Allah that our finance committee was able to overcome some challenges through strategic loans and patron assistance. In 2019, the board took a very bold step not to increase the school fees taking into consideration the financial downturn at that time. The following year, the board once again lowered the fees in the foundation phase to assist parents with more than one child across the phases. Our commitment is to assist parents wherever possible without compromising on the quality of our education. Keeping in mind the challenges of 2021, the board very reluctantly announces a bottom line fee increase of below 5% for the grades 1 to 7 and below 4% for the grades 8 to 12. The preschool fee will increase by 6%. We have kept the fee increase to a minimum and will once again depend on the philanthropy of our community to get us through this difficult period, inshallah. May Allah reward the parents and donors who contributed to our Assist the Family Fund, through which we managed to assist 45 families with some assistance towards their school fees. Families and community have to support each other during these trying times. Amidst the pandemic, we at Al Falah College were fortunately blessed with a team of highly skilled teachers who very quickly adapted to the online teaching platform and continue to deliver the curriculum. We commend the principals who showed resilient leadership in steering the ship through the stormy waters. May Allah bless you for the sacrifices and the many hours you spent beyond the call of normal duty. This is to ensure that our children continue their education. This sentiment of appreciation was well articulated in the letters and emails of commendation we received from many parents. The school day, which historically is a highly regulated and controlled system, defined by timetables, assessments, parent consultations, sport fixtures, fun days, excursions, social events, Hifz classes, sports days, etc., was disrupted to an unimaginable level. We have no doubt learned some great lessons on adaptability, agility, and dedication. Despite the delays as a result of the lockdown and rainy weather, Alhamdulillah, our infrastructure subcommittee continued the development of the new preschool. Through the grace and mercy of the Almighty, we will shortly be commencing with the internal fittings, inshallah. The other projects on our priority list will follow soon. We place on record our heartfelt appreciation to all donors who made it possible for this project to be completed despite the financial challenges. The Uniform Subcommittee of the board was also busy during the lockdown, consulting with various stakeholders and service providers. And inshallah, our new uniform items will be available from the end of February 2021. Learners, however, will be allowed to use both the new and old uniforms for 2021, which will serve as a transition year. Jazakallah to the subcommittee. On the governance front, we take this opportunity to honor and thank Mr. Qasim Jadwat, a founding member, for his commitment and service to the college. Mr. Jadwat, who served as chairman of the board for the past 14 years, has decided to step down. Mr. Yaqub Belem, our current chair of the EXCO, will take over as chair of the board of governors. Muhammad Mehta, myself, a member of the executive, will replace Mr. Belem as chair of the executive of the board, and our deputy will now be Mr. Bilal Jakura. These appointments and the inclusion of new members onto the executive of the board is part of the strategic succession planning for the college. May Allah guide all those entrusted with leadership and bless them with wisdom and sincerity. Finally, I want to commend and express my appreciation to all members of the executive and the board for their support and sacrifices. May Allah accept and reward you for your service to Islamic education. As members of the board, we are accountable for this amana placed on us by the parents of our children. We are indeed often overwhelmed by the many challenges confronting the board. However, it is moments like these that inspire and motivate us to strive for excellence. We hope and pray that you remember us in your du'as and forgive us for our many shortcomings. May Allah guide us all. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Mehta, for an enlightening talk. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have Mr. Zaid Ahmed to deliver the principal's address.
All praise belongs to Allah, the eternally merciful, creator, nourisher and sustainer of the universe, the especially merciful Lord of the worlds, master of the day of judgment, to whom is our ultimate return. All glory be to Allah who raised the heavens and created the creation. He spread forth the earth and beautified it with vegetation, and gave us the cycle of night and day in perfect alternation. He sent down to us the Quran as His speech and revelation, and sent to us a prophet in whose belief is our salvation. It is His religion that unites black and white without discrimination. So it is Allah and Allah alone we worship and bow our heads down to in prostration. Our purest and choicest salutations, durood and salam, to our spiritual master, the best of Allah's creation, the most distinguished of all the prophets, the most eloquent in speech, the most noble in character, the perfect example for all of mankind, and a mercy to all of humanity, our beloved Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Respected guests, colleagues and students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am very pleased to be part of this important celebration and for the support your presence offers the school and our students. We congratulate and applaud the achievement of all awardees announced today in this virtual award ceremony and pray that their future endeavors are also crowned with success and excellence, inshallah. We remember with fond du'as the many members of our families that have passed on recently, and pray for the speedy and complete shifa for many others affected with illness, inshallah. For the rest of us enjoying good health, we offer infinite gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His kind gifts and favors upon us. This COVID-induced confinement has forced us to think and act differently, and this online award ceremony was made possible because of the proliferation of simple technology that allow us to sit in the comfort of our homes and benefit from many activities. As difficult and inconvenient as this crisis is and continues to be, it, like so many other things around us, has been a great teacher and reminder. We and our children will emerge on the other side of this pandemic stronger, more resilient, more agile, and more prepared to adapt to change, and more willing to accept circumstances beyond our control. We would have gained skills this year, which only a pandemic of this nature could teach in such a short time, so widely, and with such intensity. I would like to share something I recently learned on the topic of emotional maturity on one of the many free webinars now available with international scholars. We can all attain emotional maturity through a simple concept of acceptance. A state of acceptance will keep you emotionally tranquil, while a state of non-acceptance will create emotional agitations within you. When something is happening or about to happen, not the way I want, and I accept it, it becomes tolerance. When I don't accept it, it becomes anger. When I'm about to encounter uncertainty, when I don't know what I am facing, or I don't know what the outcome is going to be, this facing of uncertainty causes fear in me. But listen up. If someone goes mountain climbing, they face uncertainty. Or if someone goes bungee jumping or white water rafting, they also face uncertainty. But there, you don't call it fear. You call it adventure. So, when you face uncertainty and you are not able to accept it, it becomes fear. When you are able to accept it, the same thing becomes adventure. When do you become jealous? When someone has something you don't have, or if someone is able to produce the results you can't, and you are not able to accept it, it becomes jealousy. When you are able to accept it, it becomes inspiration. Their achievements, which you are able to accept, becomes an inspiration for what is humanly possible, and you too work hard to achieve the same or even better. Somebody has hurt you. You are not able to accept it. It becomes hatred. Someone has hurt you and you accept it. It becomes forgiveness. Simply put, something when handled with non-acceptance becomes a negative emotion. Something when handled with acceptance becomes a positive emotion. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the emotional equation of life. I trust you will find value in this simple yet profound message. There still remains uncertainty as to what schooling will look like next year. We in the high school have planned for a normal return to school in January 2021, but have also planned for a possible curtailment of operations should COVID still be around next year. We will not continue with the afternoon shift system. Instead, we are exploring a different blended online on-site option on alternate days for next year, should we be forced to still implement physical distancing. A more detailed explanation of this will be communicated at an appropriate time, inshallah. We are also delighted to introduce the Al-Falah Online Academy, backed by 35 years of educational excellence. We now introduce a full online educational experience with a difference. As the year draws to an end, there are always a huge numbers of thank yous to be said. Firstly, we thank Allah for His grace and mercy and for the many blessings and successes He has bestowed on us. My thanks to the board, PA, Mums Committee and the parent community for their cooperation and unfailing support. My deepest appreciation to my team of teachers, my grade coordinators, the heads of department, Maulana Palodia, Ms. Amir, Mr. Ghani, Dr. Singh, Ms. Lal Prasad, Ms. Gangaram, for their loyalty and commitment. A huge thank you to the very many people who in any way, big or small, contributed to the success of the college. At this point, I also wish to honor Ms. Rihanna Parak with a 15-year service award for her years of professional, loyal, dedicated and diligent service to the Al-Falah community. We wish her well and pray she enjoys many more happy and fulfilled years at Al-Falah College, inshallah. In conclusion, my prayer for you is, may Allah amaze you with His favors, bless you with His gifts, transform you with His power, lift you with His grace, build your faith with mercy, protect you, surround you with goodness and health, and inspire you with His promises now and always. I thank you. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmed, for an informative and inspiring talk.
With the conclusion of this evening's formalities, we now commence with honoring our learners in various award categories. Al-Falah College is blessed with many learners who qualify as Huffaz each year, some as part of our in-house AFC Hifz program and others at other madrasas. It is our tradition to honor both categories of Huffaz. The AFC Hifzul Quran awardees are as follows: Hafiz Huzaifa Rawat, grade 7B; Hafiza Amina Umar, grade 8C; Hafiz Yusuf Salim Jusub, grade 8B; Hafiz Muhammad Imran Daidat, grade 10A; Hafiz Muhammad Tanveer Muttalib, grade 11A; and Hafiz Muhammad Uwais Yaqub, grade 11A. MashaAllah to all the Huffaz. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always keep the Quran as a guiding light in your lives. The next category of awards rewards learners who have excelled in specific aspects at our very popular in-house Hifz program, run at Al-Falah College. The awardees are: for outstanding progress, Muhammad Ismail Wali Muhammad, grade 9A; for excellent progress, Abdul Rahman Kaka, grade 9A; and for Akhlaq, Umar Jiwa, grade 7B.
Sia Bula Publishers held a countrywide online mathematics competition in September 2020 for all grades. This competition challenged all South African learners to complete 1 million mathematics questions in 1 month. On September 30th, the competition closed and the top 10 learners were invited to take an examination. Our heartiest congratulations go out to the following 2 learners who were placed in the top 3 in the country in the GET phase of the Sia Ghulam Maths and Science competition. Achieving 2nd place in South Africa in the grade 9 category is Yahya Hansa, grade 9B. Achieving 3rd position in South Africa in the grade 8 category is Fatima Zahra Basa, grade 8D.
What a calculated achievement by both of these learners. MashaAllah to both Yahya and Fatima Zahra, who have excelled beyond classroom academics.
The next category of awards is to recognize learners who have achieved academic excellence in various national and international examinations and competitions.
Al-Falah College is proud to announce that Zahra Faisal Danka, grade 8D, was selected as a member of the South African Mathematicians Olympiad team, tutored by Professor Pillay from UKZN. The 2020 National South African Mathematicians Team Competition was held on 17 October 2020, and Zahra was placed 18th out of 58 as part of the team in the national competition, while in the individual competition, she was placed 3rd.
Congratulations on this remarkable achievement, Zahra. The national accolade in the Mathematics Olympiad is testimony of the determined and dedicated learner. MashaAllah, and we make dua that you continue to achieve excellent results in the future. Advanced Program Mathematics, AP Maths, is offered by the IAB as a certified exam and is quality assured by Lucy. Over the course of this program, learners develop independence, critical thinking skills, and an extended understanding of mathematics, which builds a foundation for tertiary education.
3 of our grade 10 learners have excelled in this course and have shown passion, grit and determination in this additional subject that they have enrolled for. The learners are recognized for their remarkable achievement and are Abdullah Musa, grade 10B, achieved 92%. Husna Hafaji in grade 10C achieved 94%. And Ismail Zahir Umar Noor Muhammad from grade 10A achieved 95%.
MashaAllah to Abdullah, Husna and Ismail Noor Muhammad. Thank you for reminding us that the only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics, and that even the most difficult puzzle has a solution. We now honor our grade 7 AFC learners who have achieved academic excellence in subjects offered in their grade. The subject awardees for grade 7 are Mathematics, Anusha Ahmed, grade 7C. Social Sciences, Raisa Khan, grade 7D. Islamic Studies Oral, Male, Huzaifa Rawat, grade 7B. Afrikaans and English, Fatima Zahra Khan, grade 7C. Islamic Studies Oral, Female and Technology, Amara Timol, grade 7C. Economic and Management Sciences, Islamic Studies Written, Life Orientation and Natural Sciences, Aisha Asif Meman, grade 7C. MashaAllah to Aisha Asif Meman on her achievement. Well done to all the other awardees. The following slide serves to acknowledge the learners who have achieved the 2nd position in the various subjects offered in grade 7. We trust that their very promising results spurs them on for greater success next year. Every year, Al-Falah College awards a top learner in each grade a full academic scholarship for the following year. These scholarships are awarded to learners who have achieved the highest overall mark in their grade. The full academic scholarship for the grade 7 2020 learner going into grade 8 next year is Aisha Asif Meman. MashaAllah Aisha, your scholarship achievement is well deserved. Indeed, we are proud of your outstanding achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our program for tonight. We will now have Mrs. R. Parak to pass the vote of thanks and to conclude this evening's program.
Alhamdulillah for a successful 2020 awards evening. Thank you to our MCs Najiha Tar and Mohammed Rashid for the wonderful job they have done in the presentations, as well as for all the hours they selflessly gave to make this year's unusual award presentation a success. A heartfelt thank you to you, our parents, for your virtual presence this evening. Our gratitude extends to include all our high school educators, the admin and support staff. It would have never been possible to achieve what we did this year without the commitment and collaborative effort of all staff. And lastly, a special thank you to the awards committee, IT and marketing departments for having organized this event so successfully. Parents, please be advised that collection of reports, awards, stationery and textbooks will take place at the Indoor Sports Center, the Astro, at school tomorrow from 7:30 to 10:30. Kindly park in the Astro parking lot for direct access to the Astro. In addition, all COVID protocols apply, so please be mindful of wearing a mask, hand sanitizing, social distancing, etc. Also, if you could kindly carry a pen for signing on receipt of stationery, textbooks, reports, and awards. Thank you once again for the support. Without your support, the teaching and learning during 2020 would have been a very difficult one. We look forward to a continued partnership with you next year, inshallah. Hafiz Muhammad Tanwir Muttalib from grade 11A will now read the closing dua.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وأصحابه وبارك وسلم اللهم لك الحمد كله ولك الشكر كله وإليك يرجع الأمر كله لا نحصي ثناء عليك أنت كما أثنيت على نفسك اللهم إنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا شر ما قضيت فإنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك إنه لا يذل من واليت ولا يعز من عاديت تباركت ربنا وتعاليت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد كلما ذكره الذاكرون وكلما غفل عن ذكره الغافلون سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.